American composer Danny Elfman, who wrote the music for the Wednesday TV series, posted a video of Kamila Valieva's show on Instagram. The musician tagged Valieva and posted a link to the full recording of the performance. The figure skater skated as Wednesday at demonstration performances at the Russian Championships in Krasnoyarsk. Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva thanked American composer Danny Elfman for his support. "Thank you very much for your support," Valieva wrote on Instagram. Danny Elfman, an American musician and composer, the author of music for numerous Hollywood films, including the TV series Wednesday, supported my performance in his stories. "Incredibly nice," added the figure skater. But the 1979 world champion in pair skating Ty Babilonia criticized the American TV show Today for an article about the Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva. Earlier, the Today website published material about Valieva's demonstrative number based on the TV series Wednesday. "Dear Today Show, please take this down. This is a blatant insult to our U.S. Olympic figure skating team," Babilonia tweeted in the comments to the article, adding the tag #support, clean, athletes. In February, at the 2022 Olympics in Beijing, it became known that Valieva passed a doping test for trimetazidine. Because of this, the awards ceremony following the results of the team tournament, in which Russia won, and the United States took second place, did not take place. The choreographer of the group Atari Tutbirds Alexei Zeleznyakov praised the American composer Danny Elfman for his reaction to the performance of Kamila Valieva. "This is great. I remember when Yulia Lipnitskaya was rolling a girl in a red coat from Schindler's List. And then Steven Spielberg wrote her a letter. It was so discouraging that a person of such a level noted for himself the performance of our figure skater. And here too. The Hollywood composer, in spite of everything, no matter what politics and relations between countries, makes such a friendly gesture. People are still people. And everyone understands that there is no enmity among people, there is enmity among politicians. And when people from an unfriendly country present such friendly gestures, it is always good. I am positive about such things. It's good that this is happening. And Kamila's performance is very cool and creative. I love when demonstrations are skated, not boring stuff smeared with lyrical music, as they say, snot and drool, but when something interesting, creative, unusual and with good choreography. There would be more such numbers in demonstration shows, it would be great, said Zeleznyakov. Let's remember the main events of 2022 in Russian figure skating. Anna Shcherbakova's victory at the Beijing Games has become the main event of 2022 for domestic figure skating. For the third consecutive Olympics, the gold medal in the women's singles remains with Russian athletes. Moreover, the pupil of Atari Tutburids did not go to the capital of China at all in the status of the main favorite, both at the qualifying championship of Russia and at the European Championship that followed. Anna remained in the shadow of her friend in the training group, Kamila Valieva. However, the 15-year-old figure skater, who was at the center of a doping scandal during the Games, failed her free program and was left without a reward at all. Shcherbakova did not flinch at the decisive moment and did her job flawlessly on the Olympic ice. Moreover, she had to go to the final rental in new shoes, which is akin to a feat for this sport. After all, shoes usually break in for several weeks to be suitable for competitions. Yes, the world champion lost to Alexandra Trusova in the free program, but according to the general assessment, she took the well-deserved first place. At the end of the year, Shcherbakova was recognized as the best athlete according to the Russian Olympic Committee, and also became the winner of the National Sports Award in a similar nomination. The 2022 Games were much more dramatic for Alexandra Trusova, another representative of the Tutburids coaching group at that time. The Russian rocket became the first figure skater in the world who was able to perform 5 quadruple jumps in one program at the Olympics: flip, salcho, sheepskin coat and 2 Lutz. However, she was content with only second place. The reason for this was small blots in the free program, as well as a fall from the triple axel in the short. It was with this jump that Alexandra fought throughout the season, but stubbornly did not give up trying to perform it at competitions. The final medal layout of the games shocked the athlete so much that she could not cope with the overwhelming emotions. The whole world was surrounded by shots of a sobbing Trusova, who screamed in her heart that she hated this sport and would never go on the ice again. However, the skater does not regret anything. As time passes, she admits that if she had a chance to rewind time, she would not change anything in her approach. She would still leave the problematic triple axel in the short and a record set of quads in the free. 2022 in Russian skating was marked by a number of high-profile transitions. Standing apart, of course, is the second parting of Alexandra Trusova with Eteri Tutberidze, which took place after the start of the new season, which in itself looked amazing. The Queen of Quads at Krustelny had already been given both programs, one of which she managed to present during test skates in Moscow, when the transfer to CSKA under the leadership of Svetlana Sokolovskaya was announced. There were no intelligible comments about the reasons for such a decision either from the athlete or from the coaching staff, and insider information said that Trusov was no longer satisfied with the extremely intense training regimen in the Tutberidze group. And the choice of a new coach was probably due to Alexandra's desire to be closer to her young man, Mark Kondratyuk, who also works with Sokolovskaya. In the same group, but even earlier, came the talented junior Sofia Samatokina, who has all the quadruple jumps in her arsenal. Elena Kostornaya also moved to CSKA from Krustelny. Now she is training with Elena Bayanova. True, the ex-European champion misses the season due to hip surgery, which she underwent in the fall. Diana Davis and Gleb Smolkin became one of the main troublemakers in Russian figure skating. Since spring, rumors have been circulating in the media about the imminent change of citizenship by athletes from Russian to American. As you know, Davis has a U.S. passport from birth and the couple has lived and trained overseas for almost their entire career together. The skaters themselves regularly refute the information about the transition to another flag. However, they did not come to any of the stages of the National Grand Prix Series and even to the December National Championship. As Smolkin explained, the reason is that he is waiting for a green card. Its presence, according to the athlete, will make it easier for him to return to the United States after leaving for the competition. According to the duo, they are not currently in the process of changing their nationality, but in and of itself, such a prospect for the future is not dismissed, if the suspension from international tournaments is not lifted. So, in one of the recent interviews, the partner said that you can't sit for 10 years competing in Russia, with all due respect to the competitions that are held there.